I am Nidhi, your computer teacher. In the previous class, we have discussed Introduction to Excel. In that class, we have discussed what is Excel or spreadsheet, features of Excel, how to start Excel, how to save a workbook, and how to enter the data in the cell. Now, today we are going to discuss about some few operations on Excel sheet. First, how to enter data in cell. Just select the cell where you want to enter the data. Type the desired data in the cell. After enter the data in the desired cell, press enter key to move to the next cell. The data you type in the active cell also appear in the formula bar. Whatever you type in the active cell, that data will appear in the formula bar also. You can see here, this is called active cell. Which cell we have selected, that cell is called active cell. A dark boundary around the cell is active cell. The same data will be appear in the formula bar also. Now we can enter different type of data in the cell. There are three types of data can be entered in the Excel worksheet. Number one is text. Text data is a combination of letter and numbers. Text data cannot be used for mathematical calculation. By default, text data is left aligned in the cell. Now see here, we can enter the data in the cell. It is a combination of letters and number. Text data is called the combination of, here I have written like Delhi 1 2 3. This is called text data. This is the by default data type of the Excel. We can enter the data in the cell is text data, and that is by default left aligned in the cell. Which data is left aligned in the cell is text data. Next type of data is number. Number data is formed using the digit 0 to 9. You can enter any number in the active cell for the cell you have selected in the Excel workbook. Arithmetical calculation can be performed on number data. By default, number data is right aligned. When you enter number data, it is right aligned. When you enter text data, that is left aligned. What is the meaning of aligned? When you enter any text data, that will shift toward left position or the position towards left. When you enter any numeric data or number data, that is placed toward right position of the cell. Again I am showing you, here I have written like Delhi. It is placed toward left of the cell. Now I am entering here numeric data. After pressing the enter key, it automatically shifts toward the right of the cell. By default, text data is left aligned to the cell and number data is right aligned to the cell. But text data is a combination of letters and number. Formula. We can create formula in Excel spreadsheet using cell values or cell reference. See here, I have created a formula here to find the amount of AC. We have purchased, the rate of the AC is 25,000. We have purchased 2 AC, and what will be the amount of 2 AC? We can find the amount of the or the price of the AC with the help of formula. Formula in the Excel or the spreadsheet using the cell value. It holds the reference of the cell values. The result of the formula is right aligned by default. The value, if we are applying any formula in the cell, the value are right aligned of the cell. Now we can enter three type of data. Number one, text, second one is number, and third one is formula. Text data is left aligned in the cell. Rest of both the data are right aligned. Formula and number data. You can see here text data is left aligned, number data is left aligned, formula also left aligned to the cell. Now we are going how to edit the cell content. What is the meaning of editing? Editing means overwriting or modifying cell content. Already, if something written in the cell, if you want to change the content in the existing cell, that is called editing, or overwrite the cell is called editing. Just select the cell, type the new data in the cell, press enter key. That is called editing. To modify the cell content, if you want to modify the cell content, press F2 key. F2 is the shortcut key to modify the cell content. Click the cell, press F2 key, or click in the formula bar. The cursor will appear in the cell. Modify the cell content. Again, I will tell you how to overwrite the content in the cell. Click the cell, type the new data in the cell, press enter key. That is called editing or overwrite the content in cell. To modify the content in cell, click in the cell, click the cell, press F2 key, or click in the formula bar. Cursor appear in the cell to modify the content, and press again enter key. Here I have written like, select the cell, press F2 key. I want to write mobile instead of AC. That is called modifying the content to the cell. Now moving around in a worksheet, the size of Excel worksheet is very large. It has 16,384 columns in a single sheet and 1,48,576 rows in the sheet. Row intersect each other to form a cell. There are 17, 17, 98, 69, 184 cells to store the data. So move around quickly in such a large worksheet. You can use following keys. There are a number of shortcut keys to move around the cell, like left arrow key to move toward the left, down arrow key to move down by one row, up arrow key move up by one row, right arrow key move one column right. In the same way, move one column left, one column right. We are using 4 arrow key. Page up key move up by one screen. Move page down key to move down by one screen. Home key to move to the first cell of the, press home key from your keyboard. You can move to the first cell of the row. Control plus down key move to the control plus down key. You can see here, move to the last row in the worksheet. Control plus up key to move to the first column of the row. Move control plus right arrow key move to the last column. Control plus end key to move to the last used cell in worksheet. Control plus home key move to the control plus home key move to cell A1. In this way, all these shortcut keys given in your book, you can learn and practice all the keys from your given book. Now next is using name box to locate a cell. This is called name box. Which cell is selected, it will box to locate a cell. To go to a specific cell in a worksheet, we can make use of the name box. Now by default is selected A1, that's why in the name box it's highlighted A1. Now I want to move to the F5. Then you have to write here F5. Automatically click in the name box, erase the current cell address, then enter the cell address where you want to move, press enter key. Automatically it will reach to a destination cell. Again I will tell you how to locate that cell. If you want to find or locate a specific cell in the worksheet, then how to locate? Click in the name box, erase the current cell address, enter the cell address where you want to move. I want to B2. Write B2 in the name box, press enter key to reach to the destination cell. You can see here automatically that cell get selected or get active in the worksheet. Now next we are going to discuss how to select the cell. There are different ways to select the cell with the help of mouse and with the help of keyboard. Active cell is the selected cell. Which cell we are selected, that is called active cell, as we have discussed earlier also. To select, just click on it. If you want to select the cell, just click on it, that cell get selected. To select a cell using mouse, point your mouse pointer in the first cell of the range till where you want to select the range of cell. Drag your mouse cursor by pressing left mouse button until all the required cells are selected. Again I will tell you how to select the range of cell. Point your mouse pointer to the first cell of the range and drag the left mouse button until all the required cells are selected. To select a range of cell using mouse. Now to select a range of cell using keyboard, press the shift key and move to the last cell of the range using arrow key. Here I am using left arrow key and the down arrow key to select the range of cell with the help of keyboard. Now range of cell gets selected with the help of keyboard and mouse. To select a complete column, just click on the column header of that column. I want to select B column of the worksheet. Click on the column header of that column. To select a complete row, just click on the row header of that row. I want to select third row of the worksheet. Click on the row header of that worksheet. That entire row gets selected. Now to select the entire worksheet, click at the cross section of row and column heading. Entire worksheet get selected with the clicking on cross section of row and column heading. There are some shortcut keys. Shift plus spacebar key to select which cell is active. Shift plus spacebar. Shift plus spacebar to select a row in which cell is active. See here, my mouse pointer is here. My D2 row is active. Shift plus arrow by pressing shift plus spacebar key. Select a row in which cell is active. Control plus spacebar is used to select that column in which cell is active. Control plus spacebar. Entire row, entire column gets selected by pressing Control plus spacebar. Control plus A is the shortcut key to select the entire worksheet. Now, how to apply border or how to format the cell. in the existing data. First we will discuss formatting cell. Select the range of the cell to format. Use a command in the font group of the home tab. This is a format group. To format the cell, we are using font group of home tab. Select the range of cell first, as I have selected. Then if you want to increase or change the size of font, use font size option. You can increase the size of font. In the same way, you can change the style of font from here also. You can make it bold. You can make it bold. You can make it italic. You can put underline over the text. You can change the font color of your text. In this way, you can format your cell content. So you can see that formatting of cells using font group of home tab. You can learn more commands to format the cell using font group and alignment group of home tab. You can place it in the middle of the cell, or you can place it in the right of the cell. You can change the direction also, in which direction you want to write. In the same way, you can use multiple options from the font group and alignment group of home tab. Now next we are going to discuss applying border on the existing or range of data, range of cells. Select the range of cell. First select the range of cell till where you want to apply the border. Click on the border drop down arrow of the home tab given in the font group. Again, I want all border. You can see all border get applied. I think it's not visible to you. I make them thick border. Click on the border drop down arrow of the home tab. Choose more border from the drop down options. Choose border style or line style for your border. You want outline, inside line also. Color of your border, which color of your border you want. Select the color and OK. I think now border is visible to you. How to apply a border on a table. Again I will tell you. Select the range of cell till where you want to apply the border. Click on the border drop down option of the home tab. Choose border style, which border style you want to apply. All border, outside border, thick border. Choose border. Otherwise you have to click on more border option given under the border group. Choose a border style for the line for your border. I have opted this line. Choose the color for your border. I have opted blue color for my border. You want to apply this border on the outline part or inside also. I have applied. I want to apply on both inside and outside. Then click OK. You can see here that border get applied on the range of cell. Now how to fill color in the cell. Select the range of cell. Click on home tab. Click on fill color option. Drop down arrow. Click on the drop down arrow from the font group. Different or colors available, or you can choose a color from the palette. I have opted here yellow color from the palette. That color get filled on the range of cell. If you want to fill a specific column, you want to make a color, different color in your different column. Select the range of cell. Choose different color for your specific cells. In this way you can apply different color on different range of cells. Select the range of cell, choose option, click on the fill color option or drop down, click on the drop down arrow, color palette will appear, choose color of your choice, that color get applied on the range of cells. In the same way, you can apply different color on your different range of cells by selecting the range of cell. Now you have to practice all the topics which we have discussed today in MS Excel. Thank you, class.